tuned for pages 81 through 125 of the interactive book review of The Science of Black Hair. It is so good, you guys. We're going to be learning about oils, what actually causes breakage, the two different types, and how to prevent it. So stay tuned. Let's get started.
Healthy hair riddles. Unlock the secrets to your hair.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So as you know, the book is off the chain. All that, a bag of chips with a Coke and a smile. So anywho, really quickly before we get started, I want to shout out F. Grogan. What? She big chopped, you guys, and I'm so excited for her. I know she's going to have a phenomenal journey, and she did say she's going to definitely chime in and let her, she's got the book, she's reading the book, she'll be chiming in, so I'm just so happy and excited for her. I just had to shout her out. Anyway, so let's get started, you guys. There's so much juicy, good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right into my aha moments and the things I loved about the book. For those of you who don't have it, the author is Audrey. I never say her name because I don't want to mispronounce, but Audrey Davis-Sivasothy. I think that is correct. So anywho, let's get started. I'll have the description of where you can buy the book and all that at the end of the video. Number one is moisturizer. How do you moisturize the hair? Oil is not a moisturizer. It seals moisture in, but it does not moisturize the hair. Basically, oils repel or block out water by nature, by their very nature. So they don't moisturize. They either seal the moisture in or block the moisture out. That's it. A good moisturizer, okay, will always have water as the first ingredient. Okay, so she went to talk about humectants. Humectants basically are ingredients that basically draw moisture to the hair. But there's always been this controversial thing in the hair world about humectants, and I want to go over what she said. Most common humectant is glycerin, and she said that products that are high in glycerin or have concentrated amounts of glycerin can leave the hair feeling sticky, tacky, or coated. Now, this is what the argument is. She said that some argue that using humectants in cold winter months or when the humidity is low can cause the humectant to pull the moisture away from your scalp and hair. Meaning, if you're in an environment and there's no moisture for it to pull the moisture from, like there's not a lot of water in the environment, like it's dry and it's winter, or it's hot and it's dry outside and it's not humid, it will suck and pull the moisture out of your hair and your scalp, which will leave your hair feeling dry. So her solution to that argument is, she said, to use glycerin in a large water-based mixture. She said the glycerin will use the water to stabilize itself. And she said, and always seal the glycerin mixture in the wintertime with a thicker oil. So it kind of made sense. So anyway, so occlusive agents. Who knew what an occlusive agent was? I was like, really? There's a name for this? So basically, occlusive agents are products that block the entry and exit of water through the hair. So that includes petroleum, mineral oils, waxes, other oils, natural oils, silicones. Now here's the caution, okay? Examples like petroleum, mineral oil, waxes, silicones, etc., they're going to leave a heavy film on the hair and scalp, and the moisture will be unable to enter the shaft or the scalp, which will create a cycle of dryness, okay? So when you use those particular oils, they're going to be really good at locking the moisture in, but they're also going to be really, really good at blocking completely the moisture out. Now, this is where it gets juicy. Have you ever wanted to know which oils were the worst? Okay, she lists them in order. So she said the order of the worst occlusive agents are: petroleum is number 1, lanolin is number 2, mineral oil is number 3, and silicones are number 4. She said research shows that petroleum blocks more than 98% of the moisture entering or exiting the skin or the hair shaft. So you probably don't want to use that on your hair, because that means once you put it on your hair, the moisture can't get in, and we know that natural hair gets dry. So then to remove it from the hair, you have to use a harsh moisturizing sulfate to get it off of your hair. So essentially, if you use these ingredients, you guys, they need to never be in the top 5. I repeat, petroleum, lanolin, mineral oil, or silicone need to never be in the top 5 of the ingredients listed on the back of a product, because that's what the majority of the formula is made up of, okay? So that was an aha moment for me. Now, how often to moisturize the hair? Ding, 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 ding. I tell you, the book is worth every dime. How often should you moisturize your hair? So she said several times a week whenever the hair feels dry. If you're starting out and you are a newbie, okay, or you're new to being natural, you're starting off and you're trying to get your hair back on the healthy track, she said daily moisture will help. People who follow daily moisturization of the hair will definitely help improve the state of your hair. Okay, guys, here is my aha moment. It was so good. I didn't do it a note card. I was like, you know what? I love this part so much. I'm just going to read straight from the book because I want you to get every little juicy part of this paragraph because I loved it. Okay, reading from the book. Her words exactly. Okay, here it is. It says, the best times to apply moisturizing products are just before bed, prior to combing or manipulating the hair, before outdoor activities, and after you've rinsed out a conditioner or leave-in conditioner during your normal shampoo conditioner regimen. Then she says, focus all moisturizing efforts on the ends of your tresses, where the hair is oldest and trauma and damage are most concentrated. Moisturizing the hair before bed is particularly beneficial. Tying your moisturized hair up at night reduces friction to the fibers from rubbing that might occur from your late night tossing and turning. This will also give you a fresh, moisturized start in the morning. If you go to bed with dry, parched hair, you will wake up with even drier hair. Right there, I was like, I'm good. Really, Audrey? Really? She did that. I'm sorry. Maybe everybody else didn't feel it, but she did that. It made so much sense, like light bulbs were flashing because it just made sense. Like, yes, because you'll be still, it'll be tied up, it'll sink in, the moisturizer will really get in the hair, and then in the morning when you want to go out and do whatever you're going to do in the daytime, your hair won't look all parched and dry. Thirsty. It'll be moisturized. So yes, that was like one of my favorite ahas. So I just thought I would share that directly from the book, back to the note cards. You always want to seal your hair with an oil. Okay, of course, as we just went over, do not seal with mineral or petroleum oils. And particularly, this is why. Check the scientific breakdown, she says. She said the molecules in those particular oils are too big and cannot penetrate your hair shaft. They can only sit on top of the hair, blocking moisture from entering the hair shaft because their molecules are too big. It's better to seal with a natural oil. There are 3 types of oils. There's saturated oils, which are solid at room temperature, and they are able to penetrate the hair shaft, by the way. So like, for example, a coconut oil, solid at room temperature. Then there's monosaturated oils, and there's polysaturated oils. A saturated oil, which is solid at room temperature, is able to penetrate the hair strand, she said, because its shapes and molecules, they have what she calls a straight, chained molecule. And because they have that type of chain of molecule, it's easy for them to slip into the hair shaft and go deep and within your hair shaft, okay? Monosaturated oils, they have a kinkier multi-chain, and so they can't pass as easily into the fibers. They can still get in with some ease. Most hair butters fall into this category, but not as easily as the straight chained. Then she said there's polysaturated, and those have the greatest difficulties getting into the hair shaft. It's important for the oil to slip into the hair shaft. I know you're wondering, like, why does the oil need to go into the hair shaft? But you're about to find out. Oil is naturally classified as nonpolar, which is why it does not mix easily with water, which is polar. Then she says, however, some oils have polar regions which allow them to seal moisture in the hair rather than just sit on top of the hair. They actually can migrate into that hair shaft and allow the hair to be re-moisturizing, which causes little buildup on the cuticles, and they can also be washed away easily. So you can basically re-moisturize your hair even though you've sealed the hair to seal the moisture in. So you want the oil that can slip in because it will allow more re-moisturization of your hair to occur. It will not continually block moisture out. So that was like such an aha moment. She said examples of polar oils are coconut oil, almond oil, sunflower seed oil, and ding, 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 castor oil. Now I know why my hair responded so well when I started pre-pooing with the castor oil. Hygral fatigue. This is another reason why it's so important to have polar oils. When you wash your hair, she said it expands a lot, as we all know, and then it contracts to dry, okay? This constant expanding, overexpanding with water, and then contracting causes the cuticles to fray and crack or split. As this happens, damage from consistently doing this as you wash your hair can lead to high growth fatigue. So, but this is what she said the solution is. Pre-pooing with a polar oil, especially with the polar oil with a single strand molecular structure, like say coconut oil, will help to prevent high growth fatigue because the oil is going to slip into the hair fiber, and when it swells, that polar oil is going to bind to the hair's inner protein, which is going to keep the swelling to a minimum, so it experiences less trauma when it contracts to dry. So you guys, you want to use a polar oil in your pre-poo. If you are pre-pooing, pick a polar oil. Obviously, she said the straight change oils work a little bit better because they can go a little deeper. But I did check with her. I did hit her up because I wasn't clear, you guys, and I'm not afraid to ask because I didn't want to be disseminating the wrong information. So I sure did hit up Miss Audrey and I asked. I was like, look, I want to be clear about what you said on page such and such. Is the castor oil, is it still going to give me the same benefit? And she did say it will still go into the hair. It won't go as deep as, say, the coconut, but it will still go into the hair shaft. So I was happy to hear that. So that was really, really great. The only reason I'm kind of leery about coconut oil, which I may add it to my pre-poo recipe, like maybe do 50 and 50. The only reason I was nervous is because coconut oil is also known to be a good reconstructor, protein reconstructor abilities. And I'm trying to get my protein moisture, and so I'm not trying to go heavy with the protein right now because I'm trying to get my balance back. So I was a little bit nervous about that. So anywho, ding, 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 one of my favorite Ahoo moments.
Hey you guys, please click part 2 and learn how to prevent breakage. Please thumbs up if the video was helpful. Please share your aha moments and please subscribe.